everybody, my name is Parker Neely, and today I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. To start off, I'm 17 years old and currently a senior at Columbus High School. If someone were to ask me what are some unique aspects about myself, I tell them about the class I teach or the internship I took. Hopefully by sharing details such as these and others, you'll get a good sense of who I am by the end of the presentation. As a senior in high school, the number one question I get asked is, what am I going to be majoring in? I've always known that I want to go into a science-related field, as I've always found science fascinating. I believe the interest stems from the intrigue and mystery and wanting to know why. I guess you can say I never grew out of the why stage of childhood. As I entered school, it quickly became my favorite subject, and I did everything I could to engage with science and expand my knowledge. Eventually, I would enter to my school science fairs where I explored a different branch of science each year. Through this, I found out I was quite good at explaining and using the scientific method. As not to brag, I won every year. When I entered high school, I joined the chemistry club to help run the science fair and instill a sense of wonder and excitement about science into the next generations. Currently, I'm the president of Chem Club and the main organizer. I have also had the opportunity to present my work at other functions. My freshman year, I was invited to Wichita State University as part of their Apollo 50th Anniversary Symposium. I was selected after I presented a poster idea about why I believe Apollo 13 is the most important NASA mission. I believe that was a great experience and an amazing start to my high school career. Later on, I was able to present at the American Chemical Society's Midwest Regional Meeting on the research I had done during my time at the Kansas Polymer Research Center. I've done this internship for the past 2 summers and has helped me narrow my focus on what type of science I should go into. While there, I have been researching and testing how polymers can improve supercapacitors, an energy storage device similar to batteries, and water splitting electrolysis, which is the process of splitting water into hydrogen and oxygen. This has led me to decide to pursue polymer chemistry as a major. My love of mystery goes beyond science, as I'm also interested in all things spooky. Similar to science, the macabre makes us ask why things happen and why people behave the way they do. Halloween has always been my favorite holiday and is probably the biggest celebration in my household. This is why from a young age I would watch old horror movies like those starring Lon Chaney, Christopher Lee, and my favorite, Vincent Price. I would slowly get into newer and scarier material. When I was older and got into the internet, my interest exploded as I found both fascinating and horrifying accounts of true crime and the paranormal. I tried to learn as much as I could about anything spooky. Eventually, I had to share this information and slowly got my friends interested in it as well. A couple years ago, I feel like my intake of horror stagnated and that my friends and I all knew the same old cases. I thought what I needed was to share my interest with more people so there could be exchange of spooky knowledge. This came at the perfect time as my high school was implementing this new system called Flex Days. Every Wednesday we have Flex Days where classes are offered that wouldn't usually be, such as whittling, yoga, current events, and many others. I asked if I could teach my own class where I could discuss spooky stuff, which ended up becoming the name of the class. After talking to my principal and submitting a lesson plan, I was approved to begin teaching. Now every week I gave a presentation on a spooky topic like the mentioned true crime or supernatural, but also cults, cryptids, literature, and whatever I feel like my class would find interesting. Since then I've been granted a second period so I can share my interests with even more people. Besides my class, I'm involved in other activities both in and out of school. As discussed earlier, I'm the president of Chemistry Club, and I help set up activities outside of the science fair and show our members what science opportunities are in our local area. I'm also part of the Scholars Bowl and chess team, both of which I am the president's. One of my favorite achievements of high school is lettering in Scholars Bowl all 4 years. I'm also part of the National Honor Society where I'm the treasurer, and I've held various positions on my school student council. Some other clubs I'm involved in are Leo Club, STEM Club, and Triumph. I also try to be active outside of school through my local 4-H club. I've been a member of the Shamrock 4-H Club for over 10 years. 4-H consists mostly of community service and individual projects. Some projects I've been involved in are beef, goat, rabbit, cooking, crafts, and shooting sports. Some major awards I won while in 4-H were Grand Champion Market Steer and 4-H Fair King. I've held almost every office while in 4-H, the most recent one being president. As an older member, I've also been part of the Cherokee County 4-H Council that oversees and helps manage all the clubs in Cherokee County. I've also served president on this council. Those are some of the more interesting aspects about me. I hope you all have a general idea of who I am. As you can see, I have many varying interests. You may think you know someone that is in a club or class with you, but getting to know all of their interests and goals is what really means to know someone. Hopefully I've achieved this and you all know what I'm all about. Thank you everybody for listening.